What is up, bastards and wenches, and welcome to another episode of the Unboxening. I am your King Baby Duck Evan Borgo of the ElectricSistaHood. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, we have Kokore-san here, and we've got Ginkgo. And joining us in our little plushie collection this time are two of my most favorite characters from the show, Konosuba, God's Blessing on This Wonderful World. We have, of course, the useless goddess Aqua, and the sadomasochistic knight Darkness. And it's very appropriate that these characters are here because this week we have, of course, another Loot Anime box. And the theme of this Loot Anime box is comedy. Now, for those who know me very well, I love me some anime comedies. Like I mentioned, Konosuba, Gokure Kokore-san, Sergeant Frog, Baka, and Test. These are shows that I love to death. For some reason, Japanese comedy gets it right. So I'm hoping that in this special comedy box of Loot Anime, we're going to find ourselves some very special treats. So, why don't we get things started with the only way we know how. Let's open stuff! Alright, got the gut sword here. Not so much a sword as it is a hunk of iron. Now why don't we open this up and see what we've got. This is hard. Oh, there we go. That was easier than I thought. Okay. Oh, maybe I should open it up this way. So, okay, we've got a really good start here. We have actually a couple minis from the anime series One Punch Man. A great action comedy. In fact, probably my pick for the best anime of the last 10 years. Well, if you read my articles of the top 50 anime of the last 10 years. So we have here, of course, we've got little character versions of Saitama, and we have a little version of Genos. Well, why don't we take out and see what they look like outside of the box. And they're already on their stands. They are already set up. I don't have to worry about finagling like that happened in the last couple episodes. See right there. Very cute and adorable and very badass at the same time. Okay, looks like we have ourselves a t-shirt. Oh, it's a t-shirt for Trigun, specifically the movie of Trigun, Badlands Rumble. And such a great film too. Felt like a nice little in-between of what happened in the main series of the show. Speaking of Konosuba, we have here the first volume of the manga series, the manga adaptation of Natsume Akatsuki's original light novel series. I've been reading the light novel. I haven't read the manga version yet, but I love the manga. There. I just realized I'm covering Darkness's face right there. So, this is a nice little find here. Put that maybe right here like so. Oh, as you can see, we have of course Aqua here. We have Kazuma, Darkness, Tiny Megaman, and even bigger Megaman, because Megaman is in fact that girl. The phone charm this time is a cute little cat that's going, yeah. I'm wondering how it's going to involve the poster which we're going to see at the end here. Ooh, okay, this is cool. So one of my all-time favorite anime comedies is, of course, Fooly Cooly. And this is an amazing, I want to say it's a lithograph, maybe? But this is cool. You got Naota, Haruka, I keep always forgetting the name of this character here, but it was Amano's right-hand woman. This is pretty badass. And with season 2 and 3 of Fooly Cooly coming out for right on Toonami next year, I'm very excited, especially because of the fact that if it wasn't for Fooly Cooly, my love for the Japanese music scene would not exist. This show introduced me to the Pillows, which then introduced me to a lot of the bands that they were associated with, which introduced me to a bunch of bands that those bands were associated with, and so on and so forth. And that's how No Borders No Race basically started. Sorry, kind of blanked out right there. Oh, or maybe I'm blanking out because of this nice little lithograph here, little poster of High School DxD. Now I did mention High School DxD when I was reviewing 7 Deadly Sins, or not 7 Deadly Sins, 7 Mortal Sins. Well, actually in Japan it is actually called 7 Deadly Sins, but because there's another 7 Deadly Sins, the much better 7 Deadly Sins, they in America have to call it 7 Mortal Sins. But this show here, High School DxD, is a good example of how you do fan service properly. Fan service is actually funny and entertaining. And last but not least, we have the poster. And we're spreading it out like so. Oh, the characters kind of have... Oh, this is a great one. I might actually have to keep this one for myself. It's of the main wicked Crunchyroll tan, but not the main Crunchyroll girl, no, Crunchyroll Hime. And, well, not Crunchyroll, it's the lewd anime girl. Sorry, I'm kind of messing up here a little bit. And looks like she fucked up on her cooking. The cat's eating the noodles from her hair. That's a good picture. And let me just check in the back here. So they're not lithographs, there are art prints. So I was kind of right, but kind of wrong at the same time. So that is the Loot Anime Box for comedy. Great selections here. Everything, every comedy that I like is here. Although Trigun, technically a comedy, it has a lot of action, some good drama in it too. But then again, I feel like it is mostly a comedy action comedy show. But all in all, this is a great box. You know, folks, I was gonna stop here and maybe do a separate video for this other box that I have here. But you know what? With the theme of anime comedies, Sentai Filmworks just recently got a big box set of one of its most anticipated comedy series. And I think I'm gonna bring it out right here, right now. Let me just move this here, and this, and these, and those. Let me put Aqua here. These characters here, and so forth. Because I feel like it would be very appropriate if I brought out this. And that is the limited edition box set of Monster Musume. And Monster Musume, it was one of the biggest surprises for anime comedy. It's a show that should have sucked, but wound up being amazing. And I gotta be very careful with what might be in this box here. I can't quite remember or recall what we got in the limited edition. So we got some nice pictures here of the characters. Incidentally, the woman who plays Mia, the snake girl, is the same woman who plays Aqua in the Japanese dub, Sora Amamiya, who is also a member of the Tricell J-pop idol group. They're actually surprisingly good. They have a new album out that I recommend you checking out. Alright, so, like I said, I'm being very careful with this. Alright, so we're opening it up the box. Alright, so we have here a pinup monster book of the girls from Monster Musume. Probably the only thing I can show is maybe some of the bonus comics that are in here, because this is actually very risque. We have right here some, they're like educational cards that talk about all the species of monsters that are featured throughout Monster Musume. So as you can see, we have the Lamia here. And then you have the Harpies. You got the Centaur. You have the Slime Monsters. You have the Mermaids. You have the Arachnes, the Spider Girls. You have the Mono Eyes, which are the One-Eyed Girls. You have the Early Zombies, which are kind of like the Undead Girls. And you have the Ogres. And we have the Dragonutes. Oh, and we have the Plant Types. And we have the Greater Devil. And that's it. I just noticed that this is... At first I thought, oh, it's shaped like a heart, but no, it's not. The Blu-rays of the girls, which have like a special limited edition sort of a... Oh, this is a lithograph, because you can, it's kind of moving and such. And this is what I think is pretty cool. We have the soundtrack right here of the TV series, which includes little stickers of all the main girls of Monster Musume. they stickers or they? Yeah, they're stickers. I couldn't tell if they were actually stickers or tattoos. So you've got all the girls here from Musume featured in that. The soundtrack is a nice little add-on here. We have, let's see, DVD extras. Ah, here we go. So you have, of course, the box of Arachne and Sue, as you can see here. And then from that, let me make sure it's appropriate. Okay, it is appropriate. A nice little poster of the girls from Monster Musume, Everyday Life with Monster Girls. So yeah, this is a limited edition box. I think as of this recording, there's only like a few left available on the Right Stuff and the Sentai Filmworks website. I do know for a fact that they are still taking pre-orders for it on Amazon, so if you really like this show as much as I do, it's definitely worth the extra money for it. But if you just like the show, it is available as a regular edition. It is really funny, it is naughty, it is perverted, but it's the good kind of perverted, funny comedy that's actually, to be blunt, kind of smart. So, that concludes this episode of the Unboxening. I hope you guys all enjoyed that. Be sure to tune in for future episodes of the Unboxening, as well as maybe even other videos that we might be doing throughout the Electric Sisterhood and Boston Bash Brigade. So, thank you all once again for tuning in, and until next time, this is your King Baby Duck, reminding you that you don't have to be from Boston to be a bastard, but it sure helps.
Thanks so much for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to our channel to make sure that you get all of our awesome videos the moment we put them out on the web. Until next time.